Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel, where we focus on helping you live a longer, healthier, and more joyful life. If you're over 60 or getting close, you've probably been told to watch your heart health. But what does that really mean? And more importantly, what can you actually do about it starting today? Well, in this video, we're diving into 7 powerful foods that can help boost your heart health naturally. And we'll also gently point out a few common foods that might be quietly working against your heart behind the scenes. We're not here to scare you, but we are here to empower you with choices that can truly make a difference. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's take care of that heart of yours, because you deserve it. As we age, our heart, just like every other part of our body, starts to change. Our blood vessels can become stiffer, cholesterol levels may rise, and we become more sensitive to salt and sugar. Add in decades of habits, stress, or certain medications, and you've got a recipe that needs a little more attention. But here's the good news. Your diet is one of the most powerful tools you have to protect your heart. In fact, studies show that lifestyle changes, especially what you eat, can cut your risk of heart disease by up to 80%. Yes, 80%. Let's look at the first heart-friendly food and the common food it should replace. Let's talk about breakfast. A lot of people reach for boxed cereals in the morning. They're easy, convenient, and marketed as healthy. But here's the problem. Many are packed with added sugars, refined grains, and little to no fiber. These cereals may spike your blood sugar, raise inflammation, and over time, strain your heart. Now here's a better choice. Old-fashioned oats. Why oats? Oats contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber helps to lower bad LDL cholesterol by forming a gel in the gut that binds the cholesterol and removes it from the body. Backhand index pointing right, in fact. Studies from Harvard have shown that people who eat more whole grains like oats have a 21% lower risk of heart disease. You can cook oats with water or milk, add cinnamon, chopped nuts, or a few berries for sweetness. It's a heart hug in a bowl. Now, let's move to the greens on your plate. We all know vegetables are important, but not all greens are created equal. Iceberg lettuce, while hydrating, offers very little in the way of nutrients. And skipping vegetables altogether? That's a missed opportunity for heart support. Instead, try to add leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, and Swiss chard. These greens are high in vitamin K, which helps prevent calcium from building up in your arteries. They're also rich in nitrates, which support healthy blood pressure by helping your blood vessels relax. Backhand index pointing right, one study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that a daily serving of leafy greens could reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 16%. Here's a simple tip. Add a handful of spinach to your scrambled eggs, toss some kale into soup, or blend greens into a smoothie. It doesn't have to be complicated. Here's a big one that surprises many people. The type of protein you eat matters a lot. If you're eating a lot of processed meats, like bacon, sausage, deli meats, or hot dogs, these can quietly harm your heart over time. They're often full of sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats that contribute to high blood pressure and inflammation. A better alternative? Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, or trout. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure slightly, help prevent dangerous heart rhythms. Backhand index pointing right, the American Heart Association recommends eating fatty fish at least twice a week for maximum benefit. If cooking fish sounds intimidating, don't worry. Baked salmon with a little lemon and olive oil is simple and delicious. Or try canned sardines on whole grain crackers with avocado. So far, we talked about 3 heart-loving swaps. White heavy checkmark oats instead of sugary cereal. White heavy checkmark leafy greens instead of nutrient-poor lettuce. White heavy checkmark fatty fish instead of processed meats. These small changes can add up to a big difference in how your heart feels and functions, especially after 60. But we're not done yet. We've got 4 more powerful foods to share and a few more hidden troublemakers to watch out for. Now let's talk about something sweet. Many people over 60 find themselves reaching for a little treat after dinner. A cookie, a candy bar, or maybe a slice of cake. And while there's nothing wrong with enjoying food, it's important to remember that added sugars are one of the biggest enemies of heart health. Too much sugar can lead to higher blood pressure, increased triglycerides, inflammation, greater risk of type 2 diabetes, all which strain your heart. But here's the sweet solution: berries, like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Berries are naturally low in sugar and high in antioxidants, especially one group called anthocyanins. These help reduce oxidative stress and improve how your blood vessels function. In a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, women who ate more berries had a 32% lower risk of heart attack over time. You can enjoy them fresh, frozen, or blended into smoothies. Add a few to your morning oats or eat them as a refreshing dessert. Your heart will thank you. Let's move on to snack time. Chips, crackers, and other packaged snacks are easy to grab, but many are high in refined carbs, trans fats, and excess salt. These ingredients can quietly damage your blood vessels and drive up blood pressure. A better choice? Nuts, especially walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and pecans. Nuts are rich in healthy fats, magnesium, and plant sterols, all of which support better cholesterol levels and reduce inflammation. A large-scale study from Harvard found that people who ate a handful of nuts several times a week had a 20% lower risk of heart disease. Now, a quick note: nuts are high in calories, so portion control is key. A small handful a day, about 1 ounce, is plenty, and choose unsalted nuts whenever possible. Try keeping a small bag in your purse by your chair or in the car. They're crunchy, satisfying, and truly heart-smart. What you cook with matters just as much as what's on your plate. Many older adults still use butter or margarine daily, often out of habit. While natural butter in small amounts may not be harmful for everyone, it's still high in saturated fat, which can raise LDL cholesterol. Margarines, especially the older types, may contain trans fats, which are even worse for heart health. So what's the heart-healthy switch? Extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenol, which help protect the lining of your arteries and reduce inflammation. In fact, in the famous Mediterranean diet studies, olive oil played a major role in reducing heart attack and stroke risk by 30% or more. Use it in salad dressings, drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or replace butter on your toast. It's flavorful, versatile, and your arteries will love it. Last, but definitely not least, let's talk about beans. Red meats, like steak, burgers, and lamb, can be delicious, but eating too much can increase saturated fat intake and raise heart disease risk, especially if they're processed or fried. Enter beans, your heart's plant-based protein powerhouse. Beans like black beans, lentils, chickpeas, and kidney beans are packed with fiber, plant-based protein, potassium and magnesium, and zero cholesterol. They help lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and keep your blood sugar steady. A review published in Clinical Nutrition showed that eating just 1 serving of legumes a day can lower LDL cholesterol by up to 5%. Try beans in soups, salads, chili, or even blended into dips like hummus. They're affordable, filling, and incredibly heart-friendly. So there you have it, friends. 7 foods that can truly support your heart after 60. Oats, leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, nuts, olive oil, beans. And we've talked about what to cut back on too, like sugary cereals, processed meats, salty snacks, and sugary treats. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up over time. Every bite is a chance to care for your heart. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We share weekly tips on healthy aging, nutrition, and wellness, all designed with you in mind. And let me know in the comments, which of these swaps are you most excited to try? Until next time, stay well, stay kind to your heart, and I'll see you soon.